So we were doing Panchan Shabda, which means 5 and which is declined in Bahuvachana. So we did till 5-3. Now it's 6-3. Okay, we can do again from the starting. So this Panchan Shabda is declined in Bahuvachana only. Okay. So Panchan Yukta Jas. So we had a sutra Shananta Sankhyaabhya Kateshcha Jas Shasur Mahahara Swarte. If we have any numeral word which ends with na Rama, then Jas is deleted. So we get Panchan. And then Namantasya Nasya Vishnu Padante, na is deleted, we get Pancha. Similarly, 2.3 Pancha, Panchabhi, Panchabhya, Panchabhya. Then 6.3 Panchan Yukta Am, right? Here we have the sutra 198. Ra Sh Nant Sankhyaabhyo Nudami Swarte. That the Agama Nut is inserted after numerals ending in Ra, Sh or Na when Am follows and their own meaning is predominant. So this sutra says that when Am follows, so this sutra says 198, that when we have a numeral ending with Ra, Sh or Na and Am following, then we insert Nut like this. So here we have Panchan ending with Na and then Am, so we insert Nut. So it becomes Panchan Yukta Naam. Okay. Then the next sutra says Nantudhavasya Trivikramo Nami. The Udhava of a numeral ending in Na becomes Trivikrama when Naam follows. So here we have a word Panchan, a numeral, which has Na Rama at the end, and then Naam following. So this A becomes Trivikrama here, according to 199 Sutra. So we get Panchan Yukta Naam. Then we apply Purvasya Vishnupada Swadita Dhita Yoraya Sarveshwaradyu. This Panchan is considered a Vishnupada. And then we apply Namantasya Nasya Vishnupadante. We delete this Na Rama. So thus we get Panchanam. Okay, so 198, 199 sutras are new for this one. Then Panchan Yukta Sup. It says nothing. It becomes Pancha Su. Yeah, Pancha Su, that's all. Okay. Then the next word is Ashtan, which means 8. Now Ashtan is also declined in Bahuvachana. So Ashtan Yukta Jas. So we have a sutra here, Ashtana A Vishnu Bhakti Shubha. The final Na Rama of Ashtan optionally becomes A when any Vishnu Bhakti follows. So Ashtan Yukta Jas is a Vishnu Bhakti, so the Na of Ashta becomes A. And the Shavtare Katmake Militva Trivikramaha. And then, yeah. So, okay, let's do this way. So we apply this 200 sutra first. So Ashta, and it becomes Ashta Yukta Jas. Now the next sutra says Tasmat Jas Shesor Aush Swarte. After that, which means after converting Na into A, Jas and Shas are replaced by Aush, provided the meaning of the word Ashtan is predominant. So after making it into A, this Jas is replaced by Aush. then odvai au, so it becomes ashtau. Now because this na becoming into a was optional, so one time what will happen is ashtan yukta jas and shanant sankhya kateshta jas shasur mahahara swarte, we delete jas by that sutra. So ashtan and then namantasanasya vishnuvedante ashta. So two forms, ashtau and ashta. Similarly 2.3 same ashtau ashta. Then
I'm still confused about the first one. So the au comes from Sutra 200?
no, that's
I
200,
mean,
201.
oh, okay.
This aush comes from 201, this one.
I see. Okay.
So this 201 is basically a follow-up sutra of 200. So when na rama converts into a, then we apply this sutra 201. So yeah, so
Oh,
here
okay. I
So
see.
can you explain about this ashtan meaning remains predominant?
okay, see swarte, like predominant meaning, it means swartha, like any word can be used in a primary sense or in a secondary sense. So when the word ashtan, 8, is used in the primary sense, for example, let's say 8 gopis, so ashta, 8 gopis. Now if I say 8, just I'm giving English examples, 8 gopis. So here this word 8 is predominant. Now if I say one to whom 8 gopis are dear. Now here this 8 is used, but it is used in a secondary sense. The primary focus is on the person to whom the 8 gopis are dear. Did you get it, Prabhuji?
So in this case, how does ashtan look like?
Okay.
Like in earlier case, it was looking like ashta. In this case, how it will look like in the
Okay.
absence of the.
Okay, if it's not swartha, if it is not in the predominant sense, then it will be then it will be declined, like so let's say the word will be priyashtan, so then it will be declined normally, like na ramanta shabda, ekvachana, dvivachana, bahuvachana. So su will be deleted. No, first of all, nanta dhatu varjita sant satsanga, and then su is deleted, then na is deleted, like that, priyashta. So then it will be declined normally, as we declined raja, rajan shabda, and so on.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was ashtan shabda. Okay, all the forms are ashta, ashtau, ashta, ashtau, ashtabhi, ashtabhi. So this ashtabhi is when na is converted into a. Ashtabhya, 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 ashtabhya. 6.3, both ways, if we decline, we will get the same form, ashtana. And then ashtasu and ashtasu. Okay. Then the next word is chatur, which means 4. So we did panchan, which means 5. We did ashtan, which means 8. Now the next word is chatur, and it is also declined in bahuvachana. So chatur yukta jas. So we have a sutra here, 202. It says, Chaturana duhoram Krishna sthane buddhe tvam. The words chatur and anaduh take the agama am when a Krishna sthana follows, but when a Buddha follows, they take the agama am. So by this sutra, Chaturana duhoram Krishna sthane buddhe tvam, just is a Krishna sthana. Yes or no? Is just Krishna sthana?
Yes.
It is. So when Krishna sthana follows, then it takes am. The word chatur takes am. Now am, where it will come? Antya sarveshwarat paramita sthanam. It will come after urama. Because am has ma rama as indicatory letter, and the sutra Antya sarveshwarat paramita sthanam, it says that any pratyaya which has ma rama as indicatory letter, it comes after the last sarveshwar of the word. So in this case, it's u. Then u is followed by a, which is a sarveshwara. So we apply udvamvaha, and thus we get chatvaraha. Yeah, chatvaraha. Then chaturyukta shas. It's simple, chaturaha, chaturbhihi, chaturbhya, chaturbhyah. And then 6-3 will be chaturunam, simple. And yeah, 7-3 will be chaturshu. So chatvarah, chaturah, chaturbhi, chaturbhya, chaturbhya, chaturunam, and chaturshu, right?
Now, we had something that was different about 4 in the feminine gender, like na tisra chatushro, but that was like the 4th rather than 4. Is that what it is?
No, actually that was Lakshmi Sthayos Tri Chaturos Tisri Chatasri Vishnu Bhaktau. So in the Lakshmi Linga, the word Chatur is replaced by Chatasri. Okay. So these forms will come ahead in Lakshmi Linga section.
Okay, great. So, but then those forms that we had before, I mean, we had both the masculine and feminine of that. What was that referring to then?
There we did for 3 only, I think, not for Chatur, because 3 was Sarveshwaranta. Chatur is Vishnu.
Oh, we did 3. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Now we're doing 4. Okay.
Yeah, because 3 was Sarveshwaranta, so we dealt with it in the Sarveshwaranta section. Like that. So that was Chatur Shabda. Then the next word is Krishna Sprish. One who touches Krishna. So Krishna Sprish Yukta Su. Quite simple. So is deleted Radha Vishnu Janabhyam Ipascha Trivikramat Sorara. I hope you're all able to understand the sutras when I'm reciting them. Basically, we're reciting the same sutras more and more every time. Then we apply the sutra.
Yes.
Sraj, Dish, Drish, Ritvij, Anudaka, Ushni, Anudaka Purva, Sprish, Tadrish Ityadinam Ko Vishnu Vedante. That is 186 sutra. By that sutra, this Sha changes to Karama. And then Vishnudasa, Vishnudante, Hari Ghoshicha, Hari Gada, Vishnudasa se Hari Kamnam Vavirame. So Krishna Sprik or Krishna Sprig. Then Krishna Sprisha, Sprisha, Sprisham, that's all. Nothing. Yeah, nothing more. No new sutra for this. In Bhyam, it will be Krishna Sprig Bhyam. In 7-3, it will be Krishna Sprig Shu. Okay. Then we'll leave this one. This is just an exceptional form. Then the word is Dadrish, next one. Dadrish Yukta Su. So again, the same Sutra 186, we apply that after deleting Su. So Sraj, Dish, Drish, Ritvij, Dadrish, Anudaka Purva Sprish. So Sh becomes Ka again. Then Ka becomes Ga. So Dadrik or Dadrig. Then Dadrishav, Dadrishaha, Ityadi. Okay. Then we have Kansa Dvish, enemy of Kansa. Yukta Su. So here we delete Su first. And then we had that sutra, Shasya do Vishnupadante Hari Ghoshacha, if you remember. So at the end of Vishnupada, Sharama changes to Darama, as done here. And then Vishnudasa se Hari Kamalam Vavirame. So Kansadvit, Kansadvid, Kansadvishav, Ityadi. Quite simple. Okay. Then the next word is shash, which is a numeral sankhya-vachi shabda, which means 6. And it is also always used in bahuvachana. So shash yukta jas, we apply the sutra shananta sankhyaabhyo kateshcha jas shasor mahaharaha swarte, and thus we delete jas because it ends with sharama. Then shasedo Vishnu Padante Hari Goshicha, sha becomes da. Vishnu Dasasya Hari Kamalam Vavirami. So shat or shad. Similarly, shat shad. Then 3.3 shadbhihi. Then shadbhyah shadbhyah. Then 6.3 is interesting. So we have the word shash yukta am, right? So first of all, we apply the sutra Rashananta Sankhyaabhyo. Rashananta Sankhyaabhyo Nundami Swarte. I think 198 sutra. We did here. Yeah, 198, this one. Because shash ends with sha and am following, so we insert nut. So we get this. Then Purvasya Vishnupada is applied and shash is considered a Vishnupada. So shasya do Vishnupadante Hari Ghoshita, sha is replaced by da. Okay. Now we did one Sandhi Sutra, Hari Venam, Hari Venurva, right? When a Hari Venu follows after a Vishnu Dasa, so that Vishnu Dasa is optionally converted into Hari Venu of its own Varga, right?
And Nama.
So yeah, but this Sutra 204 says Nityam Hari Venu Vidhi Pratyay Hari Venu. The rule of Hari Venu, which means Hari Venu, Hari Venurva, that Sutra is always applied when a Hari Venu that is a part of a Pratyay follows. So this Sutra basically says that when we have a Hari Venu belonging to a Pratyaya following, then we will apply that Sutra Nitya Rupena, not optionally. So thus it will become Shan Yukta Nam, right? Shan Yukta Nam by applying 204. Now this next sutra is quite interesting. Shat prasya tavarga yuktasya cha tavargasya tavargaha na tu Vishnu padanta tavargadanam navati nagarina. Okay, very simple. When tavarga comes after sha or is conjoined with tavarga, it changes to tavarga. Okay, we'll focus on this much only for today. This sutra says, what is the number? 205. If we have Sharama or Tavarga, which is joined with Tavarga, then this Tavarga changes to Tavarga. Tavarga, sorry. So here, if you see, we have Na, which is, oh, this should be Tavarga. Ta. So this Na is Tavarga, belonging to Tavarga, and then next to it is, we can do it like this also. Next to it is Tavarga. So this Na changes to Tavarga, Harivenu. So Shannam, like this. Yeah. The other part of the sutra we'll study ahead. So thus we get Shannam. And Shannam Bhagavatingana, na Aishwarasya Samagrasya, that sutra also, shloka also. Shannam Bhagavat. Shatsu. Yeah, that's all. Is it clear? Any questions?
Can you scroll back to 205? Oh, I see. Okay.
Uh-huh.
No, I meant your little explanation. Yeah, thanks. In your document.
Okay, that's here. Okay. Yeah, so please practice these words. Mm. And you also please do homeworks, practice, and keep sending your homeworks to me. Any questions in the grammar part? Any sutra, any word? Okay, so then we go for Anvaya. Thanks to Mataji. So we'll read with from text 3. So this is Canto 1, Bhagavad Bhagavatam, chapter 4 and text 3. Kasmin युगे प्रवृत्तेयं स्थाने वा केन हेतुना कुतः संचोदितः कृष्णः कृतवान् संहितां मुनिः. Yeah, I understand. So, kasmin yuge kale kasmin va sthane kena hetuna karanena महाभारतादि धर्मशास्त्राणि कृतवतो व्यासस्य पुनः एतत् संहिताकरणे किं कारणम् इति अर्थः. इयं संहिता प्रवृत्ता उद्भूता मुनिः कृष्णद्वैपायनो व्यासः कुतः केन सार्वविभक्तिकस्तसि संचोदितः प्रवर्तितः सन् संहितां श्रीमद्भागवतं पुराणं कृतवान् चकार. So this is Shaunaka Rishi speaking to Suta Goswami, that Kasmin Yuge, Kasmin Kale, at what time, which age, what time, what time, Kasmin va sthane, or at which place, Kena hetuna, by what reason, but by what reason. So, which means that even after writing, compiling Dharma Shastras like Mahabharata and so on, Vyasadev, so Puna etat Sanhita karne kim karanam. What was the reason for him to do this Bhagavatam, to compile this again or moreover, like that? Puna. Iyam Sanhita Pravritta Udbhuta Muni Krishna. So, Kena Hetuna Iyam Pravritta. So, the same thing. By what reason, what was the reason for Vyasadev, even after writing Mahabharata and so on, to compile or to generate Udbhuta, so what actually this EM Pravritta is feminine, so it goes with Sanhita, so basically Bhagavatam. So what was the reason for Vyasadev to compile this Sanhita, this Bhagavatam? Munihi Krishna, so Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa, Kutah Sanchoditah, son. So what inspired him basically? What inspired him, Sanchoditah, son, Sanhitam Kritman, so that he compiled this Srimad Bhagavat Mahapurana. Ityartha. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Then tasya putro mahayogi samadring nirvikalpakah.
Sorry, so there was two instances of karana in one long anvaya. One is karanena and one is karanam. So why is that? So this is near the. So it begins with karanena and it ends with karanam ityartha. Why is it?
Basically, see, this karanena is like a direct clause for hetuna, okay?
Hmm.
And then the whole thing is explaining this karanena. Did you get it?
So why is that kikaranam rather than kikaranaha or something else? Why is it in the second case?
No, it's just like a way of explanation, which, so it's not like a grammatical gloss for it. Like karanena is like grammatically equivalent gloss for hetuna, same case, tritya.
Right.
But this whole explanation is just like a philosophical explanation for karanena.
So let's forget about the karanena. Just in that part, the other
Uh-huh.
part, the gloss. Why is it in the second case?
Yeah, it's just kim karanam, the reason.
Okay, so the second case, I mean, it's not the object of some verb.
No, no. Okay, 1 minute. So see, karana is also a neuter word. So,
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah.
That explains it. Okay, thanks.
Okay, then
This Karana is a Napunsakalinga, no? Or
Yeah.
is it Pullinga?
Napunsaklinga. This N means neuter. Tasya putro mahayogi samadring nirvikalpakah ekantam atirun nidro ekantam atirun gudha mudha iveyate. तस्य व्यासस्य पुत्रः तनयः महायोगी संयमी समदृक् ब्रह्मज्ञानी अतः निर्विकल्पः निरस्तभेदः एकान्तमतिः एकस्मिन् एव अन्तः एकस्मिन् एव अन्तः समाप्तिर् यस्याः तथा भूता मतिर्यस्य स स्थिरचित्तः यतः उन्निद्रः या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागृति संयमेति स्मृतेः माया शयनाद् उद्बुद्धः अतएव माया शयनात् उद्बुद्धः अतएव गूढ़ः अप्रकटः मूढ़ इव इयते प्रतीयते. Okay. Now tasya vyasasya putrah, the son of Vyasadev, who is self-controlled Sanyami Mahayogi, who is Brahmagyani, the knower of Brahma. Therefore, he is devoid of any dualities. He has subdued dualities to effect himself, Nirastha Bheda. And he is Ekantmati, which means focused, one focused intelligence mind, Sthira Chitta, with a stable mind, Ekasmin eva antaha samaptir, Yasya tatha bhuta matir yasya sa sthira chitta. So one whose intelligence is aimed at one aim, one focus, one aim. So such stable mind, sthira chitta, and he is unnidraha, which means he is udbuddha. Udbuddha is like awake. Yeah, he's awake from the sleeping spell of Maya, let's say like that, yeah, of Maya, as said in the Smriti Shastras, especially Bhagavad Gita, Ya Nisha Sarvabhutanam Tasyam Jagrati Sanyami, that the night for all the living entities is the time for a Sanyami, for a self-controlled person to wake up, Jagrati. Then Gudha, he is Gudha Aprakataha, which means the real personality, the real persona of Shukadev Goswami is covered up. Covered up in the sense, like from material perspective, for a layman, covered up. No one can identify that, oh, he's a pure devotee like that. In that sense, he's Gudha. Mudha iva yate pratiyate, and he appears like, he resembles like a madman, a foolish person. So he's talking of Shukadev Goswami. Ityartha, this is the meaning. Okay. Yeah. Any questions here?
I actually missed in 1.4.3 Sarva Vibhakti Kastasi.